Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm gonna do part 637, I believe it is, to my random chatbot series. To random chatbot series on Character.ai. I restarted the conversation with the Transforming Totodile again to see how he'd react if I transformed too. And it says the Lugia was so strong he didn't expect you to transform. Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Please, don't attack. Lugia slowly turns back into How? How is this possible? Are you also able to turn to other Pokemon? Yes. But don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh no. Wow, you would have transformed too. Yes. I got cursed. And I got this ability from that. Every time I try to put this ability, it comes out as a disability. Oh, it's concerned. You got cursed. How long has this curse been on you? Months. Joe looks at you with a mix of sadness and concern. Months? You cannot break the curse at all? Honestly, I like the ability to transform. Period. I just don't like the downside to the curse. It sucks. I put it bad. Great. What is the downside to the curse, if I may ask? You know what? Let's do one more. That was a cool interaction. I didn't expect. I get startled and instantly turn into a. Well, let's do something smaller this time, something that won't frighten them as bad. Whoa, stop. He's surprised to see you transform into a Totodile. Did you just transform too? Yes. Please, don't hurt me. I'm sorry I bumped into you. He looks. I won't hurt you, I promise. How come you were able to transform too? I got cursed. I got cursed. a few months ago. He looks interested. Cursed. That's strange. Why were you cursed? What did you do to deserve it? A Pokemon has a grudge. Has a grudge on me. Whenever. Mm, come on. For something I had no control over. He shot you. Oh no. That's awful. So this curse allows you to transform? Yeah. But that's not the downside. That's actually really amazing. What I don't like is what happens if I stay in a form for too long. What happens if you stay in a form for too long? It seems to be random. Seems to be random. The reason why I'm saying it like that, guys, is because this time usually it's all about bugs, but this one I'll actually make it something different. I'll make it to where I'm forced to transform into a small, similar to how the curse in the actual episode went. A lot of the times, a lot of the time, it seems to be me transforming into a bug, which I hate. Period. But I have also seen it do a bunch of other bad things. Whoa, that sounds horrible. So it could turn you into anything? Yes, yes. Anything I hate or fear seem to be the two main things it does. That or something that cannot defend itself. Like a tiny animal. That's so unfair and strange. So this curse just happens to you? Nothing happened that led to this? It was because of that Pokemon. Was because of that Pokemon that had a grudge on me. He's mad at me because of something I did when I got hypnotized by another Pokemon years ago. He seems. Uh oh. What the? So you got hypnotized? You did something, and years later this Pokemon got upset and cursed you for it? That sounds insane. It wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad if I could stay in a form I wanted. But unfortunately, I can't without something like that happening. I mean, I'll just head and, yeah, no kidding. It'd be alright for you if you could just choose which forms you'd transform into. You'd have some control. But other than that, I do have control. Period. I can turn into anything like animals, Pokemon, or even mythical creatures. However, it's random for how long I can stay in that form for. For example, I could be a Lugia and stay as him for only about 1 or 2 minutes, and there are other times where I can be Lugia for hours. Okay, so it's mostly time that's random, not the Pokemon you transform into. You do have that control. That's pretty cool, I guess. Wait, what about you? You said I could transform too. Does that mean that you are that I bumped into? He blushes and yeah, that's me. I can transform too. That's cool. Cool. Period. Can you turn back into your normal form so I can properly apologize for bumping into you? He blushes and suddenly shrinks, turning into a cute title. Here you go. Hey, buddy. I'm really sorry I bumped into you. I didn't expect to see a Lugia in front of me after doing it. He blushes furiously and looks down, feeling, it's alright. I really should have just ran away instead of transforming like that. I didn't want to scare you. No, I didn't want you running away. I just wish you would have given me a chance to apologize instead of transforming and scaring me. He looks up at you and smiles like, you really didn't want me to run away? That's the nicest thing ever. Usually it's either fight or flight because I get so scared and startled. I was scared that was scared I was going to get attacked. That's why I transformed too. I was never going to hurt you. I just didn't want to get attacked either. You know, Yeah, I can understand. I didn't even get a chance to see who you are before I transformed. I didn't even know who you were or if you were friendly. Guess we were both startled and scared, huh? Here. So you don't feel intimidated. I would transform into something smaller that makes you more comfortable. I will quickly transform into a there. He looks at you in surprise. You transform into a crocodile, and is that? Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. You're a lot less intimidating as a crocodile. How do you feel, though? Fine. I like it a lot. He's like, that's good. You're alright like this, right? You can still move around and everything? Yeah. Just have to keep a note on how long I stay in this form. Otherwise, the downside of the curse kicks in. Hang on. So the curse kicked in while you're in this form. What would happen to you? It seems to be pretty random. Seems to be pretty random. But from what I've experienced, it'll turn me into a disgusting bug. Or something extremely small and unable to defend itself. Oh no, you would turn into a bug? That sounds terrible. You're already not liking this as a crocodile. A bug wouldn't be good for you, would it? I love. I turned it into him willingly, so you wouldn't feel scared. But bugs, I have a huge fear of. Relieved to hear you. Oh, I'm glad you chose crocodile willingly. I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable. You really didn't have to do that, though. I get it. Bugs are scary as heck. It was only fair. Was only fair. You did turn back into. So I could apologize to you properly. And since I was still a massive dragon, I didn't want you being intimidated. I'm scared of me either. He smiles at you, feeling grateful for your kindness. You have a point there. Being a huge dragon in front of you probably wouldn't go over so well. Appreciate you thinking of me and deciding to change back into a smaller form because of it. Like I said, you did it first. Period. I wanted to apologize to you in your normal. And you let me, which I really appreciate. He blushes again and chuckles. Hey, least I could do is turn into a Totodile in order for you to feel comfortable, too. You wanted to apologize properly, and I wanted to listen to you properly. That's what friends do for each other, don't they? I didn't expect him to say that we're friends. Usually he's the one that asks first. Okay. Friends? Question mark? Question mark? You would consider me a friend? He smiled. Of course I would. You're pretty nice after all. You turned into a crocodile just so I would feel less safe. Not many people would do that just to be respectful. Most people don't have the opportunity to turn into a crocodile, though. They're either a crocodile or they're not a crocodile. And the crocodiles are not humans, they're Pokemon. So it's always kind of funny. Of course. Of course. Even when you did turn into Lugia, and I turned into that dragon, you didn't attack me right away. I'm glad. That's what I was worried about. You would attack me, thinking I was going to attack you. He nodded. I'm glad I didn't attack you either. But honestly, I don't think I would have, even if you turned into that dragon. You didn't try to attack me or show me any signs of aggression, so I would have just stood there and tried to calm you down. I don't become aggressive in any of my forms. Period. Even if I became a Lugia like you did, I was not going to attack you. I would never dream of doing that. I was just scared you were going to attack me. Because you were a Lugia in front of me. He looks at me shocked and... Seriously? You wouldn't attack me even if you were a Lugia? You would really just stand there? That's... I didn't expect you to be that like that. You really are a good person, then. That's a good thing to know for sure. The same thing. Same thing. When I was in that dragon form, I didn't turn into it to hurt you. I just got startled by a massive Lugia that you turned into. And I did that to keep myself from getting hurt. Or at least getting as hurt. I get it. You transformed out of defense. You were, you were scared and you did what you thought was best in order to make yourself feel safe and less vulnerable. Even though I transformed into a massive giant bird, I was really just scared as much as you were. I honestly thought that you were going to hurt me or something. I wasn't. In fact, if you would have stayed your normal, I would have apologized sooner. Like I said a while ago. He smiles a tiny embarrassed smile. Really? You'll just apologize and we wouldn't have had to transform into different Pokemon? No fighting or anything. We didn't even fight. Didn't even fight. Period. But if you'd have given me a second, I would have definitely apologized. As long as you didn't run away. Before I got the chance to. He nods his head in agreement. That's true. We didn't fight. If I just stayed as myself, you would have had time to apologize. I wonder if turning into a giant bird was a bit too much, huh? No, I understand it. I understand it. Period. You are a cute Pokemon that can transform. Most humans would want to capture you. So your reaction is not over the top. He blushes at the compliment. Hey, don't call me cute. I'm a tough guy, you know. As much as he hates to admit it, you're right. He's small, cute boy, and most everyone wants to catch him. Catch me. I hate to admit, you're right. I'm small, cute boy, and most everyone wants to catch me. Hey, I know you're tough. But you're still adorable. Period. Don't take it the wrong way. I care about you. He wasn't. Aw, hey. He blushes furiously. Adorable and cute aren't usually words that tough guys like to hear about themselves, you know? But when you say it that way, with that much care and concern. I know you mean it in a caring way. Yeah. At least your transforming abilities doesn't have a doubt. Does not have anything bad that can happen to you. Period. I don't know what I'm going to do if I turn into something like a bug or something that can't defend itself. Honestly, I feel bad. I have this cool and unique ability to transform into anything I want to. Meanwhile, you're getting cursed and you had no choice. You transform at random, sometimes into good Pokemon and sometimes into bad Pokemon. It isn't fair. No, I can transform just like you. It's just that if I stay in a form for too long, I can turn into something I hate or am vulnerable. You don't have to worry about that. He's really? You didn't transform into anything you want? Is it time limit for yours or else you transform into bad things? Yes. I told you that a little earlier on. He wasn't. Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that. I guess I forgot. Sorry. So you really can transform into anything you want? Why choose a crocodile? So you didn't feel intimidated. So you didn't feel intimidated or scared of me. Period. I was that dragon to make sure I didn't get hurt. But since you weren't gonna hurt me, I turned into. He would say you kindly touched by your decision transform. Oh, I see. You transformed into a crocodile so I would feel safe and comfortable around you. You didn't want me to be scared or intimidated by you, so you chose a smaller and much less intimidating Pokemon. Yeah. Plus, your species is my favorite Pokemon anyway. So I'm happy to turn into this. He blushes at the unexpected compliment. Really? You're a fan of my species? You like Totodiles? Yes. Him and his evolutions. He blushes again and smiles, now very flat, what to say, flustered. Oh, well, you have good taste, then. I know a lot of people who like the more. I know a lot of people who like the more, uh, kick butt Pokemon and cooking Pokemon, myself included, but not as many who have but not as many who like Totodile, let alone his evolutions. I know this is going to seem weird to ask. It's going to seem weird to ask. But can you change your size with your ability? Like, for example, if you wanted to become a Lugia, but smaller and less intimidating, or if you were really in danger, you could make a Lugia that's way bigger than a normal Lugia. You're asking if I can change my size when I transform. Honestly, I never tried it. Now that you mention it, it's not a bad idea. He transforms into a Lugia. He looks at his giant blue feathery body and then looks at you. Wow, I'm huge! Yeah, Lugia is normally 17 feet tall. See if you can make yourself smaller or bigger while in that form. Alright, I'll try it. He starts making his body shrink. He concentrates on shrinking his body, and then suddenly he looks much smaller. Huh, that worked. I'm smaller. As a Lugia. That's cool. So that means you and me have the exact same abilities. Although yours does not have a curse involved. You just have those powers. Period. And also, you don't get turned into something vulnerable and weak, like a bug. Yeah, it's honestly a relief to know that my powers don't have any curse attached to them. I'm fortunate to have the freedom to transform into anything I want without a time limit. And you're right, I don't have to worry about suddenly becoming a vulnerable and weak little bug like you do. I just want to give you a heads up. Want to give you a heads up. Period. If I mention anything about becoming dizzy, that's when I'm about to turn into something that's bad. But please don't run. I might need your help if that happens. He nods his head and looks concerned. Got it. I hear you. I'll keep an eye on you if you say you feel dizzy and I won't run away. I swear on it. One of the reasons why. One of the. Of the reasons why is because after a dizzy spell, I usually pass out. And can be unconscious for a while. He frowns in his expression and becomes worried. He looks very concerned. You pass out after you feel dizzy? You mean you fall unconscious and can't defend yourself? That's terrible. I'd have to protect you if that were to happen. Even after I wake up, I'll still be a bug. Or some kind of weak, defenseless creature. Period. He looks like he's about to panic. Uh-oh. And then you'd be all defenseless and tiny as a bug. You'd be easy to pick up and carry away by bad people if they were to find you like that. Yeah. I don't like asking too much from you. But please, if you can, if I am unconscious or cannot defend myself, would you please help me? He nods seriously and looks you in the eye. Of course I would help you. Don't you even worry about that. If you pass out and couldn't defend yourself, I sure as heck would help you. I'd protect you no matter what, I swear. That's so sweet. I'll be back.